I almost forfeited my assignment because I was operating under the spirit of comparison. I had frustration and anger towards my husband because I felt like majority of the responsibility with the children fell on me. Majority of the responsibility around the house fell on me. God reminded me of a few things because I started to have this vision, and this is how God talks to me. I don't know how he talks to you, but this is how he talks to me. He talks to me in visions because I'm a visionary. And he showed me this vision of me sitting around these wives, and it was this man who was like at the head of the table. It was like he was the moderator of this conversation. And out of my frustration, I looked over at one of the wives and I said, "Does your husband help you with the kids?" And he stopped her, and the man wouldn't let her answer. And I'm like, well, I want to hear her answer. And he said, you're not going to hear her answer, because if she tells you, yes, he does, then you're going to get anger and strife towards your spouse because you're going to compare him and think that he's not enough. If you look over to the other lady and she tells you, no, he doesn't help, then you are going to get peace about what he doesn't do. And what God showed me was your peace should not come from what somebody else's husband does or doesn't do, or how someone else's house is wired. And this extends far beyond children. God showed me there's a danger in comparison because the way that I set up your house is the way that I ordained for it to be. So you can look at other people and gain their perspective of their families and think that that's the one that I have for yours. But I need you to seek me for my perspective of how your family is set up. Then God brought me back to a vision. He asked me this question. If you can not write, no policing, no nothing, if you can get rid of every career, you could choose one career that you got paid for enough to sustain you, what would that be? And my answer was, God, I will be a mother. I will be a full-time mother because I love parenting. I love being a mom. I love being with my children. I like the school events. I like the playing. I like the planning. I love being a mom. And God said, look at the way that I've structured and set up your life. Even the job that I gave you now, I have made it so that you have the ability to build your house while I build your husband. I look at what God has my husband doing. He's building. He has him doing these meetings, these events, meeting with different people. And I see God moving in his life. And God said, I am building him. And I put you in a position to where he doesn't have to worry about home because I have given him a wife who loves her assignment enough to do it well. Oh my God. So the danger of comparing will put me out of position to see God in my current situation. So God asked me this, would I be a woman who built her house because I stewarded my assignment well? Or will I be a woman that tears down her house because I am living under the sin of comparison?